Hey YouTube, hello. It's First Stage here with another video. It's not about 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons. I know what's going on. Although I've got a book here, you may have noticed, and it's there only for scale. I don't do unboxing videos, except today. So this is here for scale. So there you are. There's one player's handbook size thing. It's massive, isn't it? I have gone for the Degenesis hardcover bundle from the Degenesis website. And I'm going to do a bit of an unboxing. I've taken all the massive amounts of tape. It's all been very securely packaged and everything. I've taken all that off. I haven't gone into the box, so we're going to go into the box together. A quick word about Degenesis. You're about to discover one of the most, well, I think probably the most beautifully stylized and realized artistically role-playing games ever produced. It's gorgeous, it's amazing, it's provocative, it's dangerous, it's jaw-dropping. If you don't know about Degenesis, it's a tabletop role-playing game. I'll put links in the show notes, but I mean, it's degenesis.com. Incredibly, the game PDFs are all available for free. So you can go and grab the game, and if you haven't done so, go and do it. Get yourself a copy of the game, and above all, start playing. But it's also great to support them. They're designers, creators, artists, and they really deserve our support. And I think there's a variety of ways you can do it. I think you can go and you can contribute, and that gives them funds, and they'll get more books. Or of course you can just buy their books. They've got some great bundle deals out there. I've gone slightly large. I might go back and get more. But I have got an amazing set of books, I think, here. And I thought I would share with you just the experience of opening up the set and having a quick look. So let's do it. Goodbye, 4th edition. Not for long. I will be anyway. Whatever. It was really well packaged. It's got plenty of packaging in there. I'm going to take out the first. It's good for your fitness. The first bundle here. So there's the first set. There's more to come. Let me just put that in there. Right, let's have a little look at this. Let's get that out of the way. So I'm not sure what order they're in. The hardcover bundle is it's all the hardcovers. It's not all their material, but it's all the core bundles that provide you the core game, which is the Rebirth edition I've gone for. That's got 2 books as part of that bundle. One is Setting, one is Catharsis, which is the name of the system. The system's quite a nice, straightforward, or at least so I think. I haven't played the game yet. D6 dice pool system. 4, 5, 6s are successes. 1, 2, 3s are fails. 6s give you triggers. Triggers trigger things. Do you know, I'm gonna have to take the foil off these. So, Black Atlantic, which I mean, they've got loads of setting books. The Killing Game, and In My Blood, which I think is a sort of campaign scenario. How am I going to do this? I'm going to have to take off. So I'm going to take off these are all pristine. I'm going to take off some of the plastic. And we're going to have a little look in. We're going to go for In Thy Blood because it was there and it called to me. So I'm going to take off the plastic covering and we'll take a look at this hardback. It will give you a flavour for the game, I think, or a flavour for the style, at least the graphical style of the game. There are some actual plays out there. Out in the wild, so if you wanted to have a look at that, and who knows, I'm going to run a game of Degenesis at the Furnace convention, because I can't get all this and not actually run the game. I think so. All the maps. The maps are available on the Degenesis website, and it's a very clean design book. Just the most sumptuous art. I don't know if you can catch that. I won't do it justice on that camera. This is a full-on campaign. Takes you deeper into the world of Degenesis. The world being, of course, our world. I'm going to say 500 years plus in our future. The Eschaton, the event that undid us and destroyed our world, it's 500 years ago. So the game is set very much in a world that, there's new communities, there's a new number of cultures and clans from which you will arise as player characters, and it's about how you survive and how you progress and how you prosper in a world that is 2595 AD, in a world that has changed, and has changed arguably what humanity is as well. I know very little about it, so this is a discovery. I can't give you a very, I'm afraid, in-depth view of it, but it's absolutely gorgeous. You've got look at this, I've got a bookmark. It's just, and not everything is nice. There's difficult things to deal with. I'm going to describe it very much. Love it. I very much love the look and feel of it. I will be very interested to see how it plays out at the table. I've got no idea. I've heard very good things about it. It certainly seems a really straightforward game. It's not too complex, and yet it's got a very deep setting. So I've got some great campaign books in there. So that's 3 lovely big titles. It's part of the hardback. I'm going to leave those there. I'm going to go further into the box. Is this Justinian? I think it might be. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous amount of awesome stuff. Can you tell I'm excited? I am excited. Where's my knife? Let's just get this. Beautifully packaged as well. They've done a great job. It's all come to me very safely and undisturbed. There we go. I think this is Justinian. Yeah. This is a huge. Now I'm not quite sure what it is. Actually, it's a setting. Certainly the Justinian setting, which is part of the world, and you get 2 huge hardbacks in a slipcase as well. Go on. Make some tea or something. I was making tea. I should have had a cup of tea. Wouldn't it be sort of very English thing to do? It feels like a very European. I mean, I'm European. The fact that I'm British doesn't mean I'm not European. It doesn't. I'll pretend that Brexit didn't happen. Right, let's have a look. Why, amazing. So let's have a look at this slipcase and see what we've got for the Justinian set, and we'll get to the main rule book, which I think is deep in there. The Righteous Fist, Dura Lex, Justinian 1. The Protectorate, which is one of the core areas of the game. I'm going to be running a game somewhere near Siege, which is here. The setting is in fact Europe. It's a Europe obviously completely transformed. I think us Brits, we're just basically cannibalistic, like Celt weirdos somewhere up north. That's what we are. We didn't even get. I think there's a few cities mentioned. I had this idea of playing some sort of kind of cutting against that a little bit and doing something almost vaguely Arthurian, sort of an Arthurian take on Degenesis. I don't know. Maybe I like the idea of that. There's something about maybe an Arthurian cult. Anyway, it's my game now, so I can do what I like with it. Amazing. It's basically a huge setting book with loads and loads. I mean, the material in here is amazing. The Eternal City. Laws. You know, and there is the city. Amazing setting material. Seasons. Districts, all beautifully described, gorgeous material, you know, evocative, thoughtful, provocative art, draws you in. I think I must be quite a visual person. I think we all are, aren't we? Yeah, stories, defilers, scrapyards, amazing. Somebody being sacrificed. I won't look at that just now. But it doesn't stop at one book, you get two. Cults, you know, just different profiles, character stats. They're all here. Look out for this lot. Franca, the Heretic, Spitalian. I may be mispronouncing some of these. Rank 3. A Famulancer? Okay. Lots and lots of this is full of characters. This is full of amazing characters with their own art. You're going to throw those in, no trouble. Clanners. So this is full of people. This is full of people that you're going to run and use in your game. Wow. And they each of them have the most stunning art that you're going to be able to sort of pick them from the PDF, put it into your VTT or get it onto your table, just show them the picture, and get them all interacting with your player characters, telling your stories in Justinian. Really, I'm mesmerised by it, absolutely mesmerised by it. Beautiful book. So I've got Justinian as well. I've got setting books. I have got way too much. I shall just do one last delve. Is it one last delve? Is it? No, there's more. I can't believe it. Crazed laugh. I've got all the books out now. That's just padding. That is just padding. I've got some nice padding there to help you out. I think that might be the equipment sort of book. Back to the knife. This is the actual game. Of course, you can just get the game. I suspect you can do everything you need to do with just the game. I say just the game. You get 2 books. With this, you get a setting book and you get other things. What have I got here? Harm's Way and Troika. So Harm's Way, I'm pretty sure, is a scenario. Troika, maybe. I don't know. You see, I may be unboxing it, but I don't actually know what I've got yet. It's just the excitement. It's the thrill. It's the sort of Christmas experience. Primal Punk and Catharsis, as I mentioned. Primal Punk is your setting book. Catharsis is your system. Tremendous. I would like to. Yeah. I was going to say I'd like to see this in play. I know what that means. I'm going to end up running it. I was looking for a kind of a... I'm not doing very well here. Very careful. I've been looking for a slight breakout game and a bit of a change from Fantasy D20. I'm doing quite a lot of Fantasy D20 at the moment. Lots of fun. As you know, I've been talking about it on the channel. Maybe this is a breakout game. Might be. So, the Rebirth edition, there is the VOV edition. I can't remember what it stands for. There is a solid gold and jet black edition, which looks absolutely gorgeous. And I hovered over that for a long time. I thought, because you get little dice and you get a GM screen and some more arts. I think it's some more art cards and stuff, and it's a beautiful. I'm talking myself into getting that as well. Let's give me my table copy. Maybe that'll be it. Don't know. Again, nice binder, and well, let's have a look. Primal Punk, as I say, is the core setting. The other books there delve into particular areas, so Justinian will take you to that area. And they really flesh out personalities, other bits and pieces like that. I've started reading this on PDF, and this gives you the story about how we got to where we were. And again, it's the different areas. Hispania, Spain, I think so. It's seen better days. Places have changed. Places are no longer safe. It's almost as if nature itself is fighting against you. Endless, fantastic source material that I think takes you a long way to understanding where things are. There's also a section, I think, somewhere in here that's designed for GMs. Maybe gives you some of the backstory. I'm guessing some of the plot, some of the meta story that you can weave into your games. I think for all it being sort of very, very far future, and it being a very changed world, and humanity has been adapted and warped because of the influence of what came with the Eschaton. Fundamentally, I think the stories are extremely human, and it's grounded in the human experience, despite the fact it being so far in the future and in such a warped and changed world. The core concerns of community, of survival, of meaning are developed, I think, quite strongly and powerfully in the game, and gambling with their lives. There's just endless cults, clans coming together, fighting off against, bad things. That's the setting book, and the actual game itself. So again, as I say, all free and available online. And how do you create your characters? And it's got all the classic stuff. It's how you build up your characters, which clans you're in, which cultures, what powers that you're going to select. They're probably not called powers. They're called ranks, potentials, and that will shape your backstory as your characters. Bit of a copy of the character sheet there. You see, it's very straightforward. It's not, it's not a huge tax return like Pathfinder might be a bit like that. How to survive in battles, the combat system, obviously all that sorts of things. Trade will be essential in this game, I'm sure. Endless bits of equipment, including guns. Fantastic, armour. Out into the Forbidden Zone, where you meet sort of charming gentlemen like this. Wow. Meccans. Something a bit Doctor Who about that. And indeed, the Stukov nomads. No Man's Land, wandering in the No Man's Land. You don't want to do that. Exalters. There's just incredible. So the game has got. So this is. I was saying it's the game system. This book is clearly not just a game system. It's got an immense amount of detail in the setting is also embedded in Catharsis as well, which is absolutely incredible. Really, really, really clever. Combat stats for various things. I guess it's sort of a bestiary I've got here. Yeah. But life always finds a way. Right? Life always finds a way. I'm going to wrap it here, I think. I'm not quite there. I'm obviously not very good at... What an incredible trove. This was... This obviously cost, a reasonable amount. How much did it cost me? £250, something like that. It's a big investment. Might be a bit more. It's on discount, I think, or some kind of sale. Scenario books. I'll go on very quickly. I'll have a look at this last one, just for completion's sake. Buy some shelves to put them on there. Pride of Place. Yeah, I think this could be a very interesting game. I mean, it's quite different. I mean, the closest I've got to from an RPG point of view, and it's a very different kind of game, is Tribe 8. I mean, that's sort of, that's very Canadian somehow, but that's also looking at perhaps not 500 years between the Eschaton or the apocalypse event. But again, that's a changed world, the hubris of man, almost fighting against our own destructive urges. I've got no idea what I haven't yet had a chance to look at the kind of backstory of Degenesis. There will be, I don't know. Degenesis players out there are probably screaming at me saying, "Come on, I'll tell you what it is." I don't need to know really just now. Was it a random event? Was it just cruel fate that caused the Eschaton for the things to fall out of the sky and to break the crust of the earth and to bring with it life forms that were inimitable to humankind? I don't know. Artifacts. Is this like treasure? Again, this is just stunningly put together. Yeah, medical equipment, injuries and healing. Artifacts, legacy, scars, survival, health, combat, energy, economy, arsenal, primal ingenuity, potentials, artifacts and memetics. Yeah, this is going to be a really useful tome to have. I don't think it's just all about big blam blams, but it's got big blam blams if you want big blam blams. Yeah, and the people who carry them. So another beautiful book that's going to... it's not all about big blam blams, but it's radiance, devastation. Yeah, awesome, really, really beautiful. I'm gonna wind it up here because I'm just you just picture you're just watching me looking at my book. It's not that interesting, is it? But it's very stylized. I mean, I think particularly with something like Artifacts, I'm not as good with white text on black. So because this is very much, I think this is more a sort of artifact resource. I can probably dip into it in that sense, and I can probably scrape the text if I want to use it in handouts. But it is very, very beautiful. Yep, you've got all your charts at the back of all the bits, all the game stats for them effectively. A really nice addition to the game. I've got some more to unshrink wrap. I should probably do them all, but I'm not. I'm going to just leave it there. guess if I just move the camera slightly, you can see the size of that stack of books. Yeah, not bad, eh? So there we go. I'm going to call that a wrap. Degenesis, take a look at it. You might hear some more. I keep clipping on the bubble wrap. You'll probably hear some more from it from me. I suspect I am going to have a go at running it. I'm enjoying reading it. I've just started Primal Punk at the moment, so I'm just starting to get into it. Yeah, more soon. Degenesis.com. Check it out and let me know what you think about it. Okay, I'm going to click a button and say ta-ta. Cheers. Talk soon.